Okay. Next, we're going to look at, so let me zoom out a bit, what's called the demand. The demand curve. So, the demand curve, let me call it curve. Okay, so we're going to have a chart that looks like so. This is the price, and this is the quantity. And we have a line that looks like this. So the demand curve, or demand, try to think of it like this. How much people are prepared to pay for a product. Right, and if you remember that question, everything will make sense. And I will have a quick disclaimer right now. This is the hardest part of the exam, okay? Unfortunately. But the good news is, after this section, microeconomics, everything is easy. Everything is easy. So we're just going to go through the hardest part of this exam. And after that, it's only getting better from here. Much easier. So bear with me. I'll try to explain. It will make more sense. And after that, it's only going to be easier. Okay? So the demand curve is this thing. We have this sentence at the bottom. How much people are prepared to pay for a product? Remember that sentence. Then you can draw the curve, understand the curve, etc. Okay, if I have the price here, if the price is high, $10, $1. Quantity of 1, quantity of 10. So if the price is 10 of a product, people will only be prepared to buy 1. Yeah? So let's say the same product, for whatever reason, becomes cheaper, and suddenly the price drops to $1 instead of $10. Okay, now suddenly it's very cheap. Maybe I can buy a little more. I like it. Maybe the product is chocolate. People like chocolate. So at $10, it's quite expensive chocolate, but still I like it, so I will buy 1 bar of chocolate for $10. Now tomorrow, everything changes, the world changes, and chocolate is now $1 instead of $10. Amazing. I love chocolate. I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy 10 chocolate bars, not 1. Yeah? So far, so good. We will ramp it up a bit now, okay? So the different factors that would affect chocolate price, or factors that would affect demand here. Are the price, which is shown with the demand curve, substitutes and complements. So substitutes and complements are, for chocolate, substitute would be something that would solve the same problem. So you have a little bit of cash to buy something like chocolate. Well, a competitive product of chocolate would be on two different chocolate companies. But maybe instead of buying a chocolate bar, you buy a bag of crisp or a bag of biscuits. So they are not competing products, they are substitutes. They solve the same problem. Complements are something that goes together. So maybe with chocolate, you like to drink coffee while you eat your chocolate. You see, it's a complement maybe for you, where you only consume chocolate with coffee. Or maybe an iPhone and an iPhone case. You see, they're connected, they go together, they're complementing each other. So these two things will affect the price of, or will influence the demand. Now, what if the demand shifts, right? Shifts to the demand curve. We're going to try and move this curve left or right. Let's move it to the right. Uh-oh. Our demand curve has changed. Why? Well, first of all, you have to remember this. When it moves left or right, movement means something else than price. Because price was here. We saw how it moves when just the price moves, right? This was our first line. What if the demand curve shifts to the right? Something happened, but it's not connected to the price. So it could be, like we said, substitutes and complements, different trends, fashion changes, an external economic shock. So anything but price, essentially. Try to remember this. If it's just because of price, you just go up and down the first line. But if something else happens to the chocolate market, it will move left or right.